For the notorious Conor McGregor, the only loss that is still to be avenged in the UFC. And for Khabib Nurmagomedov, I think at this point it's all a matter of if he will give Conor McGregor that second fight, that inevitable rematch. Here you can see Khabib Nurmagomedov actually attending UFC 178 that Conor McGregor was fighting at. So it looks like things weren't all so bad between the two at one point in time. Khabib actually even took the time to get a picture taken and to post to his Twitter account afterwards to congratulate Conor on the win at UFC 178 over Dustin Poirier.
Conor McGregor! My question for you is, when Jose Aldo's chin hits the floor in 4, who exactly are you going to go up and take the belt from at 155?
Whoever has it.
Who do you predict is going to have it?
I think Khabib will get the lightweight belt.
All right.
McGregor said that if he wins at 145 pounds, he wants to move up to 155. What do you think?
No, I like Conor McGregor, but he come 155, for me need to smash him, no problem. He's striking guy, I like him. I think he can beat Jose Aldo, maybe finish him, but a lot of people think Jose Aldo beat him, but my opinion, I think he kill him. But if he come 155, welcome.
Do you like his trash talk?
I don't know. His trash talk is no bad, and he know how make money, everything, and 5-0 in UFC, 4 finish, and these guys know easy money. But if he come 155, welcome, no problem.
UFC had really big plans for McGregor, and unfortunately for Khabib, those big plans was about to get in the way of his potential title shot.
I'll go to the lightweight division.
But your buddy Khabib?
My buddy Khabib? There's no friends in this game.
In a perfect world, what does Khabib Nurmagomedov want?
You know, now is a very interesting situation in lightweight because Conor say you want to come lightweight division, and okay, I think my opinion.
Yes.
Conor have to stay in featherweight division because if you move to lightweight, a lot of people say, hey, do everything in featherweight because you have one beast here. This is Frankie Edgar. And all people agree with me. This is first. I think Conor to stay 155 and fight for the title with Frankie.
He all the time tap. Come to lightweight, fight for the title. And what about about real contenders? What about this? Why Tony Ferguson no fight? Why I am no fight for the title? Because this is not anymore sport.
Winners focus on winning. Losers focus on winners. They're focusing on me. I'm focusing on history.
Conor has always wanted to be a multiple division world champion.
If anyone can do it, it's me. Nobody else can do it.
He won the first world title with a spectacular knockout of the great Jose Aldo.
Blessed I tell you to whoop your next.
Security, please. Gentlemen, please.
No, it's okay. I want to...
Gentlemen, let's go.
Come on, guys.
Fuck this guy. Fuck this motherfucker.
Hey. Too hard. I will smash you.
Go. Come on, go.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will see.
Because if Conor win, of course he no take this fight.
Of course he doesn't take the fight. Why do you think he wouldn't take the fight?
Because you know this, I think. What do you think? He take wrestling guy, one of the toughest wrestling guy, or he take striking guy? What do you think? I think, of course, he take easy fight. Maybe he fight one more time with Diaz and make money, easy fight. Why he needs somebody grab him, smash him, like make him flat, take him down? He's smart guy. You agree with me?
If you don't,
he business guy. He business guy.
I wanna stay humble, but I have to talk because your guys talk too much. Your guy, beginning of the year, he tap like chicken. End of the year, he fight for the title. Crazy. Irish, only 6 million. Russian, 150 million. I wanna fight with your chicken because this is #1 easy fight in lightweight division.
Powerful speech from Khabib Nurmagomedov, and well, if that doesn't catch your radar, I don't know what will. But that aside, let's not forget that Conor went on to de-fucking-destroy Eddie Alvarez. I mean, dismantled him, and nobody had ever done this to Eddie Alvarez. I mean, fucked him without fucking him. Yeah, it was bad. Oh, shit. Sorry if you got kids around. I mean, if you're going to let your kid listen to a post-Conor McGregor speech, you can probably let him listen to me, so
And for the first time ever, two-division champion Conor McGregor. The first man ever to hold 2 titles simultaneously. How does this all feel to you?
Where the fuck is my second belt? I've already got this one. Where's the second one at? Cheap motherfuckers. 4.2 billion this company was sold for. Where's that second belt? Go backstage and grab that motherfucking belt somewhere. Fuck out of here. I only want him to try to take that one on me already. What the fuck?
Conor, this is a huge accomplishment tonight. Was there anything at all surprising about it to you?
Not one bit. They're not on my level. You gotta have size, reach, length. You've gotta have some attributes. If you come in any way equal to me, I'm gonna rip your whole head off, and that's it. I tell it every time. Eddie's a solid competitor. Eddie's a warrior. But he shouldn't have been in here with me, and that's just the truth of it.
Conor, this is obviously a massive, massive accomplishment, but at this stage of your career, what challenges you now? Now that you are a 2-division champion, are your thoughts to try to defend both titles? Are your thoughts to stay at lightweight? What do you want to do?
Listen, thanks everyone for coming out. I fucking love every one of you, I swear to God. He's traveled the world with me. There's a reason why we're at the top of the game. Because of me and because of you. And I appreciate every single one of you. Look, what's next for me, Joe? I'm gonna get that second belt. Where the fuck is it? They should have had them 2 belts ready. Spit shine for me. They're fucking have both in the octagon. It's never been done before.
I'm sure you'll get your second belt. But
listen, I've spent a lot of time, Joe, slating everybody in the company. Backstage, I'm starting fights off everybody. I've ridiculed everyone on the roster. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the fuck he wants. Have a seat. Let me raise this motherfucker now. This is what I want to do. This is what I dreamed into reality. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. God bless.
Conor McGregor, congratulations.
Yes.
It's been an honor calling your fight, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Conor McGregor, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody wants a piece of Conor McGregor right now. Why do you deserve a shot at that fight?
To be honest with you, I don't care about this guy. I care only about belt. If somebody wants fight for the money, I never think about money because I have a lot of money. I think in lightweight division have a lot of guys, a lot of tough guys who more tough than him and who can beat him like easily. And that's why I don't care about him. I know a lot of guys want to fight with him about money, make pay-per-view, like something like bullshit. But I want to fight with him only about money, only about belt.
How do you see that fight going when it does happen?
I want to take him down, speak with him, slap him, make him nervous. Like, hey, get up, let's go. Where's your boxing? Slap him, play with him, and make him give up. This is what I want. But I don't want to finish him like first round, second round, third round. I want to fight with him 25 minutes, like 5 rounds, and I want to make him look very bad. This is what I wanna do.
You're the
And finish is hype, you know.
I heard there was some kind of incident backstage at 205 between you and some of your team and Conor. Is that true that there was almost a scuffle or there was a scuffle backstage?
Yes, you know, when I finish my weighing, I meet him. He watch me like I ask you why you watch. What you want? You know, because I saw morning how he watched today, Tyron Woodley. You know.
Yeah.
I tell him, hey, I am not Eddie Alvarez and Tyron Woodley. I am different. You know. If somebody watch me like crazy, I can go crazy too. You know. And but a lot of security is coming. And, you know, I watch his eyes, he not say nothing. He like, what? And that's it, you know. But
you think you were ready to go right then?
Of course. I'm ready to go anytime, you know.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but to me it seems like Khabib Nurmagomedov was the one that actually pushed this into a beef. Seems like to me like he was disrespected by the UFC, but he kind of took it out on Conor, calling him chicken, blah, blah, blah. I think he was jealous that Conor was getting the shots that he felt he deserved.
With all that's going on with Conor, we don't even know when he's going to fight again. Do you feel like this is the real championship, the real title fight?
100%. I think this is real championship fight. I don't care about him. You guys know his uncle Dana gave him gift. He jumped over with all contenders and he fight for the title. You know, like I don't understand this fight. He catch him couple times. He go down at the Alvarez. You know, this fight for me is fake fight, and I don't think about him. Hey, we have real fight now. This is like people main event. You know, this is one of the biggest fight 2017. You know, of all time in UFC. And you guys think I think about other guys? Of course no. I'm gonna make my win streak 25 win streak, take belt, becomes a new UFC lightweight and undisputed, undefeated champion. And after we'll see what happens.
And also we heard from Dana White today that you want to fight Khabib in Russia. Is that what you want to do after this? Are you coming back to the UFC?
That's certainly an option that I'm exploring. That would be a spectacle. It'd be like something out of Rocky. I suppose this whole story is like a Rocky story, right? So why not face a man in his home country and you know what I mean, in a crazy place like Russia. So it's certainly something I'd like to do. There's a couple of options on the table. We'll see what unfolds.
Will you be back in the UFC by the end of the year?
I believe so.
I saw, after the fight, Conor McGregor, who's been quiet for a little while, decided to start tweeting at you. He went on Twitter and he said, this is his quote, not mine. He said that Dagestani was dog the other night, user all nuts. Game full of sloppy bums asking to be slept. What do you say about that?
Hey, we have, from Dagestan, we have more than 15 fighters in UFC. And we have more than victory than Irish fighters.
Personally, how do you feel? Like, those were some pretty harsh things for him to say. What would be your message to Conor McGregor?
No, like now everybody forget about him because he doesn't want real fight. He fight with only like 45 years old Floyd Mayweather or marijuana guy who lose 10 times in UFC, Nate Diaz. Like this is crazy. He have to defend his belt.
Like if you're talking to Dana White, what would it cost? What would the numbers be for you to get this fight?
Zero. Zero, man. I don't need money. I need only real fight for the title. I don't fight for the money. I fight for my legacy. I fight for history. I fight for my people. That's why I'm here. And you know what, like, interesting now, like, I didn't understand what we're gonna, like 3 rounds. I'm tired about this. I need like 50, 60 rounds. I wanna fight all night. I want to fight all night. This is what I want. This is what I want. I need Tony and Conor same night. I swear. I'm
Tony Ferguson.
Yes, Tony Ferguson and Conor McGregor same night.
Are we close to seeing you fighting soon?
Yes, very close.
So is it official yet?
No, it's not official, but we're close.
But are we going to see it in 2018?
I believe so. I hope so.
Hopefully New York City?
I'm pushing for it.
Would you?
I fucking love New York City. To be able to be here free. Free man.
Do you
walking around this place? What a city!
It's amazing,
what,
right?
And what a fucking city.
And you're the king of this city.
Thank
dude.
you, sir. I appreciate
I seriously mean that.
Thank you.
Do you think Khabib will be in the? Is it?
You're a crazy.
Is yours real? Really?
It's all
When are you
real.
going to do a dick pic?
A big Irishman on it.
Do you hope to fight in the garden? Is that what you hope?
We'll see what happens. I'm ready for I'd love to fight in the garden again, but I believe this one is with Las Vegas.
Champ, I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, bro.
Ты понял или нет, я тебя спрошу. Лицо скажи, лицо скажи. Ты говоришь, что как ты говоришь? Как ты говоришь, ты по-русски говоришь? Лучше не говори такие вещи. А что?
What the fuck, you fucking pussies?
Dude, what the fuck? Hey, what the fuck?
Oh, shit.
What the fuck?
You all right, Mike?
She's cut.
Who are these guys? What the fuck is wrong with him?
Whoa.
Smash the windows! That's why. Oh yeah, fucking Jesus Christ!
Dude, what the fuck?
Conor McGregor's team attacked our bus. They threw a chair through our window of our bus, and we're stuck at the Barclay Arena. Mike Chiesa's cut really bad.
Did he throw that?
Yes.
Conor, fucking throw this.
We didn't. Okay, thanks. Okay. Rose, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Carolina, okay?
Everybody can exit the bus. We're going to go in a nearby locker room.
Guys, come on down.
Just tell me where, and that's it. Why you need come here? Show up like you wanna fight or something like this. Send me a message, hey, come here, this place, and that's it. Without security, without UFC, without nothing. Just send me a message, let me know where, and that's it. And with what time. Let me know, and that's it.
He's going to jail. He's going to jail. So today was Ultimate Media Day, and Conor showed up with 20 to 30 goons and stormed the place. The Mac Life guys who were credentialed let them in. You know, they went down to where the buses were, where the fighters were leaving, and started to attack the buses, throwing a big dolly through the window, chairs, tried to throw one of those big barriers through the bus window, and, you know, hurt some people, hurt Michael Chiesa. Rose is shaken up. I guess the dolly almost hit her in the head, and you know, the police are looking for him. They're going to arrest him, and unless he turns himself in, his private plane is going to be grounded. His passport is no good. He's in a lot of trouble.
Anything to say about that?
All rise. Kings County Criminal Court, Part AP1F is now in session. The Honorable.
Okay. Now, gentlemen, your attorneys have stated to me that you want to plead guilty to the added and reduced charge of disorderly conduct. Those are violations. Those are not criminal offenses. If you want to plead guilty to those charges, Mr. McGregor, to that charge, Mr. McGregor? Now, Mr. Callett, do you also want to plead guilty to that charge? Are you entering this plea freely, Mr. Callett? Yes. Are you entering this plea freely, Mr. McGregor, as well? Has anybody forced or threatened you to plead guilty, Mr. McGregor? Mr. Callett? No. As well. All right, your plea of guilty is accepted. Mr. McGregor, do you want to say anything before I impose sentence?
Yeah, I think that's what I just tell her.
I just want to say I'm thankful to the DA and the judge for allowing me to move forward. I want to say to my friends, my family, my fans, thank you for the support. Thank you.
We have one more thing we want to show you.
Two outstanding fighters. This is a fight that everybody wants to see.
It will be massive.
Surprise, surprise, the king is back.
I'm confident, you know, when I watch his eyes, I don't feel nothing. He's like drunk guy, you know, he's like drunk guy. I feel he's like, his face is like this, you know, he nervous, he drunk, and he a little bit white, you know. It's like, when you say to Dana, no, I'm not gonna touch him. I wanna watch his eyes. And I think I'm here. And I watch his eyes, I feel nothing.
He fought an unranked novice, we'll say. I don't believe he is champion. I don't believe Ferguson is champion. I believe they know that, especially now that the real champion is back.
His opponent, the reigning, defending, undisputed lightweight.
I feel like every minute, every second, I'm gonna beat him. This is not only about like round or second round, third round. I'm gonna control every second.
First of all, Conor, welcome back. What does it feel like to be back? And what does this fight mean to you?
Don't let that smelly rat put that hat on your head, Joe. The smell of that fucking thing. Don't ever let him put that hat on your head. It's good to be back. UFC fans, it's good to be fucking back. The king is home.
Khabib, what does this fight mean to you to defend your title tomorrow night against Conor McGregor?
Hey, first of all, I want to say Alhamdulillah, God gave me everything. Alhamdulillah, I know you got this, they don't like this. Alhamdulillah, tomorrow night I'm gonna smash your boy, guys. I'm gonna smash your boy.
I literally saw the blood run from his face. Look at his lips. His lips turned blue. It was a weird response I saw, so.
Fanboy. The man was a fanboy. He bought t-shirts of mine. He fucking supported the cause. You remember that? You little fanboy. You little fanboy bitch.
He can say whatever he wants. When alcoholic, someone drunk guy talk, nobody cares about him. We just leave him alone, ignore him, and when we go to the cage, we will see who's gonna talk.
It's pretty similar, to be honest. I just have a little bit more. There's a little bit more fuel in my engine, in my tank for this one. A bit more fire to go out and inflict harm on this man, so. But in there, I will be calm, I will be composed, and I will be ruthless, the same way I am with anyone, because that's the way I have to be, because it's either me or him. And if that's the case, then it's always going to be him.
He's not best fighter in lightweight division. Of course, I am not underestimating him. He's very good on his box, on his feet, good timing, very good timing. But you know, my plan, everybody knows. I'm gonna keep go forward, but don't rush.
I see him as a dead man walking. He shit his jocks like he always does. It's nothing new. I'm gonna go in, smack him hard, rattle his head, and raise that gold once again.
This is not like bullshit McGregor stuff or something like this. It's all team fighting 1 round or 1.5 round. I think it's like a lot of guys, who have very good condition, who already legends on this sport.
Conor, a question for you. Fill in the blank. Conor McGregor.
I'll drink his.
Conor McGregor is going to blank Khabib when you guys meet each other.
Stomp on his head as he's unconscious.
Maybe decision. Maybe I'm gonna finish him, But all the time when he tired, he give up. This is all the time. Like before fights, he talk like, I'm ready for this, I'm ready for this. When he fight with Diaz, when he fight with Mayweather, but when he tired, he give up all the time.
I came back for the love of this, to come and shut this man up. A little rat, a little weasel, a little hard man in groups. I've met many of them through my years. A man who grows in numbers, but on his own, and when confronted in a similar situation, cowers away. And that's what you saw with that little shite on the bus over there. He shit his jocks.
You guys can watch all fights. I never tired, and I go forward all the time. And I think I feel a little bit people underestimate my striking game too, because I all the time use my grappling, wrestling, because I'm very good on this. And people think I'm only just wrestling or grappling guy. And we have couple surprise for him. And Saturday night I'm gonna show this. I'm come here for smash this guy. I don't wanna
Smash me,
talk.
mate. Smash me.
Don't wanna,
Smash me.
I can smash
you say send location. Here it is, right here in front of you. I'm right in front of you.
Where's he at? He sprinted out here. I mean, it's clear as day. But again, I don't really care about his mentality or what he's thinking. I do not give a fuck. I am ruthless here. I am coming to put a hole in this man's skull, dint my knuckle into his orbital bone, and that's what I'm going to do.
I don't talk like this. His grappling, I don't think his grappling is very bad. But if we talk about hard conditioning, he didn't have this. When you're tired, you cannot control nothing.
Did you not see me outside the bus now? Did you not see me right in front of you outside the fucking bus? I showed you my hands, no weapons. The first thing when I showed up at that bus, I showed not my hands to let it know I come here unarmed, no weapons. Step off the bus. You talk the big game, now I'm here. He done fucking nothing. He sat and took a shit on that bus. Hid and cowered behind fucking women.
Win or lose, will you shake Conor's hand after the fight?
I'm gonna shake his hand?
After the fight, win or lose,
No.
will you?
No way. No way.
Why not?
Because
I'm going to knock him clean out.
yes, of course, I see he's nervous because I don't go contact with him. I ignore him. Of course, I'm not underestimate him, but when I go to the cage, I'm gonna show my best performance.
We're looking forward to Saturday night.
Watch this. Smell his layup. You suckers.
What's up, dude?
Got the beat.
I go on then, I'll let you back in.
I think beginning of the first round, I have to be careful with him because he have good timing, good boxing, And but my wrestling and my pressure, he have to kill me for stopping, Inshallah, I'm gonna stop this guy. I'm gonna finish this guy. This is my plan. And when I go to the cage,
Just let me give him.
I'm gonna go my last fight.
Happy birthday, shine the bus.
I don't drink.
Why don't you drink?
I don't drink.
Why don't you drink?
I never drink.
I'll tell you some buzz at parties.
I never drink.
You mad backwards cunt. You're
I never
dead when I
drink.
get my hands on you, do you hear me?
I never
You're
drink.
fucking dead.
I never drink this
I'll
shit.
drink it. Me and the Irish
and,
Boston animal, Dana White, the OG of the fight game. He'll sup this bad boy.
I think it's gonna be long night for him. It's gonna be long night.
Yes.
I think he tried to be away from me because he cannot wrestle with me 25 minutes. How he can wrestle with me if beer cannot wrestle with me? All 25 minutes, that's why.
That's it. I don't care what he's saying, whatever. It's all good to me, mate.
It's closing in on fight time. You just cook yourself in that fucking sauna, you smelly Dagestani rat, and be there on Friday at that weigh-in, and be there on Saturday at that fucking fight. That's it. Say what you want, though. You don't give a bollocks. You haven't got the balls enough to stay here for a couple of minutes extra. He got out here, he spotted his chance and went running, and that's it. Like in the fight, I believe he'll spot an exit and he'll try and take it, but I won't let it happen.
Don't think about other stuff. When cage close, do what I do all my life.
I don't give a fuck what he's going to try and do. He's going to be swinging wildly like he is, sloppy, shooting for the legs. He's an amateur. He's a 20, would you believe he's 26-0? I've never met an unbeaten amateur in the professional game. I mean, he's fucking fought nobody, absolutely nobody. Anyone that he's half fought has been decisions. He's in over his head. I'm going to pick him apart and bully him in there and absolutely maul him, and that's it.
I'm going to make him tired. This is what I want. I'm going to make him tired, you know. He always have a problem with conditioning. Like, people think about, like, how his fights go if I cannot take him down. If I cannot take him down one time, I'm going to try to 100 times. You know, I'm ready for this, 25 minutes.
With high-level guys, I don't have to fight for money no more. Thank the Lord.
You fight with small guys in featherweight division.
Fight
and
for
these
money
guys
no more.
who have wrestling, they give you a lot of problem. What are you talking about? Your wrestling is zero. Your grappling is zero.
Stall it then,
I'm gonna mow you.
Let's wrestle, kid.
Let's wrestle. Let's wrestle.
6
October. Let's wrestle.
Let's wrestle. Yeah, you hope, mate. You're gonna be wrestling my knuckle out of your orbital bone.
A lot of Irish fans gonna come. A lot of my fans gonna come. And I think UFC have to put a lot of security there because his fans is gonna be drunk, my fans is gonna be with papaja, you know. It's like crazy night is gonna be inside the cage and outside the cage.
Fuck it, I've given you enough bleeding face-offs and all this shit over my years. So look, I'm here to fight this man Saturday night. He has to make weight, make sure he goes and gets that fucking weight off him. That's more important for me. I want him making weight. I want him to show up on Saturday night because he has pulled out fights very last minute, been rushed to hospital and all this other bollocks. So get that man into that sauna and cook him like a little chicken jaw rat that he is.
I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask him, hey, where's your boss? Where's your other guys? What happened now? Where's everything? Bring everybody here, you know. We'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be interesting, you know. Sometimes you never know what you wanna say, but like a little bit talk with Dana, with him, you know. Crush his hype.
Khabib, Floyd Mayweather issued a warning to you saying that Conor doesn't fear anyone. What do you say to Floyd Mayweather?
I am the Floyd Mayweather in MMA.
Shut your mouth, mate. You're a dirt box. You're absolutely dirt. Your last fight was embarrassing.
Your left.
You'll never beat the fucking Irish. You will never beat the Irish. Well, Las Vegas, the Irish are back in town. We fucking love it.
Conor 26-0.
I'm not really impressed that much by his record. It's a pretty looking record, but if you dig deep, it's not that pretty. I think it's very deceiving, and everyone seems to put him on a pedestal. He's this, he's that, and I don't see it. He's a bit timid when it comes to taking a shot. He does not like to take a smack.
Look at that!
Like we talked before, like direct in Twitter. You remember this? When we talk? You remember this?
You bought me t-shirts, you're a little fan.
Yeah,
kid. Don't be
like
talking
2014.
about Twitter in 2012.
No. I have a question. Give me an answer.
Twitter, who's on Twitter,
what's wrong with you?
Ask my bollocks.
No. I sent you a message. We talk with you.
Fuck your message.
Yeah. Hey guys, 15 minutes. 15 minutes, I'm here. This guy didn't come. This is big disrespect. And thank you so much. Tomorrow, 9 a.m., I'm gonna show you my weight. And see you tomorrow, guys. Have a good night.
Conor, congrats on proper 12.
Thank you, sir.
Could we get an official prediction on the fight?
You cannot say salam alaikum and congrats about whiskey.
Ooh, slap him then. Do something about it. I just observe. I know every shot everyone throws. I know every move everyone makes. That's it. I just keep my eyes on the game that I run. That's it. I overlook my empire with a hawk eye. So that's it.
What's going through your head? You're in that loading dock. You have a dollar in your hand. What's going through
I
your
just
head?
thank the Lord Jesus Christ that man had not got the balls to step foot off that bus. Because trust me, or that the bus door did not open. Because if that bus door had have opened, this man would be dead right now. He would be in a box, and I would be in a cell. Just keep doing my thing. Keep showing up, looking for a knock and giving. At the end of the day, when I sign up, you're going to get a fight. That's known for a fact. I come out fast, I come out aggressive, and it's a damn fight. There's no holding, there's none of this stalling. It's a straight knock. So that's it. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. My legacy is set in stone. Two-weight world champion, the first, the only. Everything is... I just keep on going, see what happens.
Why you guys change your language?
Shut your mouth.
You guys have
Shut
your
your
own
mouth.
language. What's wrong with you? Now you talk about you
I'm
guys
an
fight
SL.
with English
I'm a
Empire,
Carrigan
but
dog,
what
getting on
happened with
Learner's
your
Head on
language?
bus.
Hey, talk English.
I can speak
Hey,
Irish, mate. I can speak my native
okay,
tongue.
let's go.
I'm a
I
Carrigan
can
dog.
talk with you.
I'm a Carrigan
Dagestan,
dog, getting on
Russia,
Learner's Head on
English,
bus.
Turkish, Arabic.
I'm a Carrigan
I can talk with you. Oh, I can talk with you. Oh.
You know what that means? Can I have a shot on the bus?
But Ireland have they.
Afraid of a cladder. Make no mistake, he does not like to be hit. He has novice reactions. He's a flincher, we call them in the novice ranks. That's what he is. So he's also easily backed up. So I'm very prepared and very aware of what to expect in here. And it ain't nothing that phases me. I'm probably going to start drinking it out of a bottle. If the bottle gets empty, I don't know what I'll do with this man and an empty bottle. You know what I'm like. So please, someone in the back, get me a cup, a plastic cup, please. Thank you. Fuck peace. There will never be peace here. I always say you should aim for peace. But if you can't aim for peace, aim between the eyes. And that's it. I'm going to aim right between that man's eyes. And this is never over. Never, ever, ever over.
I stay relaxed, brother. I stay relaxed. I don't feel nothing. I know I have location.
I stay on bus.
6 October.
I stay on bus.
6 October.
Shite in the bus. He knew what he fucking signed up for. I've been late in this. The traffic is a little heavy. There must be a McGregor fight going on. I don't know where the little fool is. He's better off running anyway. You know yourself, I bet you he was saying a load of shit up here. He didn't say anything the last time, so, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. Fuck it. These things happen. Domination. His head bouncing off the canvas. All his pony talk is going to be fucking put on blast October 6th. Me belts are on money time. A little late. Running a little late. Thanks, Jay. Good man.
Dana, is Proper Whiskey an official sponsor of UFC 229?
It is.
It is.
Double belts.
It is.
Yeah! You bet your bollocks it is. It's on their canvas.
And Conor.
It's on their canvas. Like his blood will be on their canvas. October 6th. I did not plan this. I tried to get here. You know yourself, I'm only a couple of minutes late for fuck's sake. The mad backwards cunt, he should have just stayed put. But whatever, that's his sign. He doesn't want to be around me. He doesn't want to be around these people. He is petrified. And that's it. He said nothing in New York. And I guarantee he was saying shit while I wasn't here.
His career, you know he's not in his element unless he is jabbing and talking to whomever. The referee, his opponent, round 4.
Watch the counter left hand of Conor. It's what he's been setting up. He's waiting for the right hand of Khabib.
Oh, Conor looks very good coming out for this 4th round.
I swear, I think this is when he was looking to try to get him, wait for Khabib to get a little tired on the takedowns and look to knock him out later. You would think it'd be the other way around though.
Second time for both of these fighters to have seen a 4th round in their careers.
That jabbing front kick to the body. He used that fantastically against Chad Mendes, and he's using it here again tonight. There it is again.
He's so worried about the power in his hands that sometimes you forget about his legs.
Good entry by Nurmagomedov. McGregor trying to use the fence to his advantage. And he gets tripped right down. Too good.
He does such a good job of using his legs to wrap up your legs. But Conor's back up to his feet almost.
And this is where Khabib really starts to get ahead from this position. Once he gets here, he doesn't let go of that grip. And he goes back and forth between the double, and he wears you out by putting all that pressure on your arms like that. Makes you carry his weight up against the fence. He's done this time and time again, and when you try to stand up without hand control, he throws you.
Another warning from Herb Dean for a fence grab there.
His grappling is just one step ahead.
Just tremendous control on the ground.
4 of 7 on the takedowns for Nurmagomedov. But it's what he does with them. 2 minutes have gone by here in round 4.
Got an arm triangle almost, but Conor got weaseled his other arm in there.
It's in there, but it's still, the fact that he can pin the head against the arm is just, it's a big part of securing that. If he can control that, now he stepped the arm over, but now Conor regained that arm.
The one thing Conor has done is stayed pretty safe. He just getting controlled very badly is the only difference.
Good hip escape there by Conor. Needs to keep going if he has the energy. But again, Khabib uses those legs to tie his legs up. I mean, it's a big part of his grappling. It's not just grappling with his arms, but utilizing his legs for control.
Big left hands from Nurmagomedov.
Again, full mount, back mount.
There's the choke.
He's got it, it's under the neck.
There it is.
Nope, it's on the chin.
There's the tap. Still undisputed. Khabib Nurmagomedov has finished Conor McGregor tonight.
Look at him. Look at him screaming at the corner. He's screaming at Dylan Dennis, Conor McGregor's jiu-jitsu coach. Look at him. Oh,
and now Khabib jumps the fence.
No.
Whoa! No! And he's going right at Dylan Dennis. Mayhem! Oh, no. Total chaos here. It looks like UFC security has corralled Khabib Nurmagomedov. Well, Khabib wasn't kidding when he said no handshake after the fight. Oh! And now one of Nurmagomedov's teammates throws a right hand at Conor. All hell has broken loose.
This is crazy.
And this is not...
Well, this is
not something we're going to like, nothing we're going to condone. It's not something we want to promote. This is not professionalism, but it is the fight game to an extent.
This is horrible.
It can get nasty.
This is the nastiest I've ever seen.
Yeah, this is not how you want it to be in this sport. This is not how we want to represent ourselves.
Jumping out of the octagon like that and attacking someone in the crowd.
And
I mean, that is so stupid and so unnecessary and so foolish. After such a spectacular victory.
And one of Khabib's teammates, I believe, Zubair Tuhugov, landed a right-hand flush on Conor McGregor in there. This is going to stain an incredible performance for Khabib Nurmagomedov and out of character for him, too.
Yeah, this is not the way you want to represent the sport here.
Well, Conor McGregor showed you the championship heart tonight. He had a few moments in the middle of this fight, but as many expected, Khabib Nurmagomedov, once again, for all his contemporaries, just too much. Too much on the ground. Had the striking going tonight.
But I feel like this entire event has been marred by him jumping out of the octagon and attacking Dylan Dennis like that. It's just the whole thing is so foolish.
Well, it just ruins everything in it.
And then his teammates jumping in the octagon, punching Conor McGregor. I mean, this is just crazy.
It's a habit. And I think they connected pretty heavy on Conor.
Yes.
They hit him from
right
behind.
in front of us. Dana White in there trying to restore order.
And Conor wasn't participating in this, by the way. They jumped him when he was just recovering from getting beaten.
Well, hopefully the worst of this is behind us, but drinks are starting to fly a little bit in here.
And Khabib is back inside the octagon now.
How do we let these people back in here? Why don't we just separate them? I mean,
well, I don't know if there's enough security in the world, because more people who are in dispute here are moving towards the cage, and I don't know if there's enough security to get them out of there.
Let's go back.
Khabib perhaps trying to explain himself here to Dana.
Yeah, you don't want to be anywhere near the press conference after this.
Daniel Cormier in there now, supporting his teammate Khabib Nurmagomedov, Luke Rockhold as well. But one thing that is undisputed about Conor McGregor is that he is honorable in defeat, Joe, respectful in defeat, and he did not deserve that right hand, the wayward right hand from a teammate inside the octagon after losing a mixed martial arts fight.
No, that was disgusting. It was two things disgusting. Khabib jumping out of the octagon and attacking Dylan Dennis was foolish. But Khabib's friends jumping into the octagon and attacking Conor, who had no idea that they were there, just jumped on him. It was completely cowardly. And just, I know they're friends with him and they got caught up in the moment, but it's so unnecessary, so terrible for the sport, and ruins this moment, which is an incredible moment for Khabib.
And we have to get back to it, to that end. This replay brought to you by Nemiroff, bold character since 8.
One of Conor's guys was talking smack to Khabib, and Khabib just ran and dove over the octagon and went after him. While that was happening, two of Khabib's guys jump over the octagon and go after Conor.
So what happens now? I mean, you have a melee, you have two melees basically going on outside. Break us down, what are the next steps here?
Listen, the commission is holding both checks. The Nevada State Athletic Commission is holding both their checks. You know, we're turning over film to the Nevada State Athletic Commission right now. They're going to watch the camera. I mean, this is a big deal. It could be suspension for Khabib. You know, are these guys going to get visas again to get back in the country? You know, big fines. That's why they're holding their purses. It's a big deal.
How do you feel about Khabib, his actions, just him?
Well, that was how it's. Listen, Conor's corner man, you know, got this thing going. Khabib diving over was ridiculous. I mean, you just won a great fight. You fought brilliantly. You're about to get the belt on, and people are going to respect the fact that you fought well and you won the fight. But instead, you dive over the cage and start this huge melee with Conor's corner. I actually didn't allow him to get the belt put on because I knew what was going to happen when we did it. People were going to start throwing whatever they had down into the octagon. So I said, let's just get him out of here. We'll have Buffer announce it. And then sure enough, as soon as they started going through the tunnel, exactly what I knew was going to happen. I was like, we'll be lucky enough just to get him out of here without the belt. So it's bad. There's going to be an investigation by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, and there's going to be big money fines, and these guys are in big trouble.
Where are these guys right now?
Who?
Khabib and Conor. Are they in the locker rooms? Or?
Conor's in his locker room with his family and his friends, and I don't know where Khabib is, but 3 of his guys have been arrested.
Did you speak to Conor?
I did.
What did he say? What do you say about it?
He's like, I don't care about any of this. He says, this doesn't matter to me at all. That's whatever. He says, obviously he's upset about losing the fight.
I know that we got to see what the commission says, what the Metro Police have to say about this, but as the president of the UFC, do you feel like what is going to happen to Khabib, his title? What do you think is an appropriate punishment here?
I don't know. We need to see what happens here. Again, we need to see how this plays out. Nobody's ever done that. Nobody should ever do that. And then the other guys jumping in and start going after Conor. The guy just fought 4 hard rounds, and you guys are going to jump in fresh and try to, it's bad. It's all bad.
We were talking about this fight as the biggest fight that the UFC has ever put on, and then this happens with that magnitude of an audience watching it. Is this a bad night for the UFC, for the sport?
It's a very bad night. Yeah.
How bad?
Pretty bad. I mean, super duper, really super bad. I mean, the worst. It's bad.
Well, what did you think of the fight itself before all the post-fight antics happened?
It was a great fight. I thought, the first round, Conor did a really good job of defending. Normally when Khabib takes you down, gets you in that position, he smashes you, You saw that later on when Conor got tired from the wrestling. But, yeah, I thought it was a great fight. I thought both guys fought a great fight. Read them until the end.
Last question, if looking back on it now, in hindsight is always 20/20, but you knew how these guys felt about each other. Is this preventable? Could you have done anything to prevent something like this from happening?
We did. Yeah, we did. We did everything to prevent this from happening. Did you see the amount of security and Metro Police that were here tonight? It was crazy, but it still happened.
Thanks, Dana.
Thanks.
Even Conor and Khabib, that's not who they are as martial artists. Sure, all the emotions were flying, and they have a history, and it's hard to let that go. But I just don't feel like that's even who they really are. You see in all their other fights, they respect their opponents. Shaking.
I'm going to disagree with you. I mean, look, Conor's. That's what he does.
Yeah.
He talks shit to people and fucks with their head. I mean, it's a giant part of his game. And I know that was part of the strategy of him throwing that dolly at the bus.
After this devastating loss to Khabib at UFC 229, Conor resorted to going out more, partying, and a lot less social media as a result. And unfortunately, it put him into a mindset where he found himself getting in trouble with the law every few months.
Yes. Yes. Bit of distance, Kate. A little bit of distance. Keep space. Let the shots go, Kate. Oh, man.
Fucking animal, I'll tell you that. You're nice as boy, but you're ruthless. You're ruthless in there.
Thank you. Thanks so much for being
No,
here.
thank you.
Yeah,
No, it's an honour to see you live. It's an honour to see you live, honestly.
Hop in there, Ross.
You can see it in your eyes when you're in there, so just keep doing your thing. And I have your back all the way, and I'll back you whatever you need. Honestly, like I said, it's an honour for me to come here and see you. You're an Irish hero.
That means so much.
I'm proud of you and who you are as a woman, not just even a boxer. Inside the ring, of course, but outside the ring as well. I have a lot of respect for you. You know what I mean? You do your own thing. Rather than just do what they're told, you don't. You know what I mean? So a lot of respect for that.
Thanks, Conor.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go. I'll leave you still to enjoy that win. All right, thank you so much. Here's your
I don't get beat up by this guy. How was that showing show? Thank you for having me here. It's an honor to be here after being here and seeing it. That octagon has got to be in the center one day.
I was saying to your man Jerry Jones, the owner, I was saying, I'd look good in this stadium, bang in the center of it, a UFC octagon. And not only a UFC octagon, but my bare feet inside of it, ready to go. Think of that. Like, look at this fucking place. Let's go get it. Give me something. 1, 2, 3. Best of luck out there, son. Right, best of luck, son.
billions and billions and billions, 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 billions and billions and billions.
Welcome to my New York City. Take a look. Zoom je ook. Je hebt die jongens, een Irishman, boys. Zoom je ook in it? Appreciate that, thank you. There you go.
Well, what happens when you take a picture of Conor McGregor when Conor McGregor doesn't want to be photographed? Let's find out.
I'm going to celebrate with my teammates. Here I come incoming. Oh, get the fuck off of me. Get the fuck. Oh, get off me, you mother. Fuck the Mayweathers. Fuck the Mayweathers. You get back here, you fucking rat. You fucking rat. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking rat. Can't even celebrate with my fucking teammate, you motherfucker. You fucking rat. I see it in your fucking eyes, you fucking rat. You fucking rat.
How's that for a voiceover? Anyways, Conor McGregor was asking for an immediate rematch with Khabib, and it seems like the parties couldn't agree on it. Khabib's team actually said that they just didn't want to fight Conor again, that he didn't deserve it. And I think that weighing on the back of his mind that he couldn't get that immediate redemption and rematch that he was seeking, I think it fucked with his head ultimately. And yeah, it just put him in a dark place to where he was getting in trouble a lot. And yeah, there was actually this girl that came out and said she was pregnant with Conor McGregor's child, made him go through all of the DNA procedures. It made him look bad because everybody knows he's with D. Devlin, but came back negative. Moral of the story, don't trust these hoes. And in the midst of all this, Conor is still gunning for the Khabib rematch, but he can't seem to make any progress. Khabib says that he feels like Conor needs to beat some top contenders first before he gets his rematch. So I think Conor starts to get a little bit discouraged because of all this and takes to his Twitter and puts out a retirement tweet that some people took serious and some people didn't take too serious. But it was a huge eye-opener and question what is next for Conor McGregor. And things didn't get better for Conor. He actually followed this up by punching an old guy in an Irish pub for not taking a shot of his whiskey.
Could you tell us your side of that story? What happened there?
I mean, in reality, it doesn't matter what happened there. I was in the wrong. That man deserved to enjoy his time in the pub without having it to end the way it did. And although 5 months ago it was, and I tried to make amends, and I made amends back then, it's still, the fans don't even, that does not even matter. I was in the wrong. I must come here before you and take accountability and take responsibility, and I owe it to the people that have been supporting me. I owe it to my mother, my father, my family. I owe it to the people who trained me in martial arts. That's not who I am. That's not the reason. That's not the reason why I got into martial arts or studying combat sport. The reason I got into it was to defend against that type of scenario. So to see that, and although months ago, and I have been making steps and continually making steps to do better and be better, to see it, it's like a dagger into my heart as a young martial artist. So I'm just here to own up to that and move on and carry on and face what's coming with it. I must get my head screwed on and just get back in the game and fight for redemption, retribution, respect, the things that made me the man I am, and that's what I will do.
This happened back in April, but the video gets released last week. Where do things stand with it right now? I mean, look, it got released the day after my daughter's christening, so we had such a great time with my family, and then, you know, I just have to wait and see what happens, and whatever comes my way, I will face it. Whatever comes my way, I deserve it, you know. Well, as far as like my fellow colleagues, I deserve to be called out on it. I deserve to be called out on that behaviour. It's just unacceptable. There's no excuse to it. And as far as like the fans and seeing the fans disappointed in me, it hurts me so much because I am a fan. Everything I've done is for the fans. I'm a fan, favourite fighter. My whole entire career has been based for the fans, like never pulling out, never turning down weights, sport, rules, anything. I always done it all to light the game up for the fans and to create fanfare, and to see them disappointed in me, it hurts me to my soul more than you'll ever know. So, like I said, retribution, redemption, respect. I will come and I will regain all of those.
Let's be as clear as possible. If the UFC came to you today and said, Conor, who do you want? What do you want? Is it the winner of Khabib, Poirier, which has been discussed in the past? They're fighting in just a couple of weeks in Abu Dhabi. Is it someone else? Who does Conor McGregor want in his highly anticipated return fight?
In the return fight, you know, I want my world title back. I want that redemption. The camp was incorrect. I learned so much on that. And look, knowing the commitment I had in that camp and knowing the performance I put on, you know what I mean? He ran away around that. He ran away for that first round, Daryl. He didn't throw a punch. He shot for the legs before he threw a punch. The first round, I should have been talking to Herb. He says he was talking to me in the cage. There wasn't a whisper out of him until he ended up in a dominant position. And the only reason he ended up in that dominant position because I walked around with disrespect towards him because he was just running around the cage. I switched off at that millisecond. He got that lucky shot. Even after he got the lucky shot, although it was a beautiful shot, even after he got the shot, I bounced back up and engaged. What did he do? He shot again. But whatever, there's many great things that I can take from that, and I can come back and avenge that. But I'm not going to wait around. I'm not whatever, whoever. If you're asking me whoever. If Dustin goes in and does it, Dustin. If Nate, if Jorge, I don't know what size. I don't know what Dana's talking about size and all that. I don't know what I don't even know Jorge that well, to be honest. I've just seen the last two and I saw the Iaquinta bouting. But I mean, anyone, Tony Ferguson, Justin Gaethje, Holloway, rematch, Aldo rematch. There's so many bouts for me, Ariel, so many. And in reality, it does not matter who. It's just about me getting back in and being who I am, not a shell of myself, not a half committed. I was almost, if I had to say what I was too committed in the gym and not committed enough outside of it. The training sessions were too serious. And then when I left the gym, it was gone from my mind. I would go off into the jungle. And you cannot do that. You cannot be half in, especially in a game like this. And I paid the price for it. And that's it. And although I had reasons and I had injuries, who gives a shit? What happened, happened. I know what I can do. I've done it before. I've done it before when I was doubted. So I'm eager to do it again.
And I gave him credit for, so I've got to respect that. He's a formidable opponent. Wrestles fair since he's a kid. Has put a lot of time into his stand-up work, and he was a lot sharper than I anticipated he was going to be. So I've got to respect that. You know, it was his big moment. Yeah. It's easy to do this once, okay? It's very easy for someone to be given something and to do it just one time. That's like you'll put your absolute all into it, but to do it time after time and year after year, that's when the motivation kind of dips. That's when the dedication kind of lacks, and that's when people creep up, and that's what I feel has happened here. You know, I didn't give him his respect. I marched forward, didn't give a shit. I got caught with that overhand. I would not get. If I switched on, I would not get caught with that overhand in any form of combat. So I'm very confident, very eager, very in shape, and let's keep it going.
He didn't want to stand with
almost dropping someone, because he almost dropped me. He didn't drop me. I got back up on my feet, threw shots, threw a knee, and then he shot. Imagine almost dropping someone with a picture-perfect shot, a picture-perfect punch, and then shooting for the legs.
That's a pussy shit.
And then you shoot for the legs, stand up. And when you beat a man convincingly, it's not really necessary to go back for a rematch, but when there's dispute, or when or if there's dispute, then there must be a rematch. There's been dispute in my last one. I slapped his brother and his cousin around on top of the cage. He tried to jump out of the gun. This is not over, so there's dispute. There's got to be a rematch.
You want to put Conor behind you. You're looking ahead to people like Ferguson, like GSP. But is there a price where you would take that rematch with Conor, or is that something that you're not even really interested in? He needs to earn that.
Honestly, I'm not interested on this fight. He have to deserve this. Come back, win, make good win streak, then we're gonna fight. Maybe, maybe UFC and Conor, maybe they think he come back, maybe win one fight and they can make this fight. I'm not worried about this because there's a lot of good contenders there. It's like lightweight division is like very popular right now. There's a lot of good guys, tough guys, stars, I can fight with anybody, I have a lot of works without him. He have to come back and fight. He have to show up when he win last time.
It was years and years ago. It was Eddie Alvarez in New York.
He win the last 3 years. He win only amateur boxing fight, with someone.
Yeah, the Krumlin boxing.
Yes, it's like, he have to deserve.
Oh well, the winner of Tony and Khabib. he is afraid of the Moscow bout for whatever reason. I'm not sure. Does he represent Russia? I don't think he does represent Russia. I've never seen the man represent Russia in my life. Have you ever seen him raise a Russian flag like I raised the Irish flag with pride? I have never seen it once in my life. He is running from the bout in Moscow. The public want it. The people want it. His own father wants it. It is in the nature of the Dagestani man to run. Every great Russian knows this about the Dagestani man. Every Chechen knows this about the Dagestani man. They run and they cower, and that's it. And that's what you were seeing with Khabib. He is running and he is cowering away like he did in Brooklyn when I showed up that day. So it is an inevitable rematch. I will tell him this: you can run, but you cannot hide. You've seen him last week, or whenever it was. He ran out of the press conference. He scurried out of the press conference here in Moscow. It is in his nature, but trust me, I am coming for him. If they wish, like I said, my location, where's my location? The Ritz-Carlton. I'm in the Ritz-Carlton Hotel if anyone wants my location, right here in downtown Moscow. But forget him for the minute. Like I said, January 18th, the return of a fully focused, notorious Conor McGregor will take place in the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Ask the UFC who the opponent is, because I do not give a fuck. I am going to go through the entire roster like a chainsaw through butter. Make no mistake about that.
After a year and a half off, it was finally time for the return of the notorious
21 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, presenting the former UFC featherweight champion and the former UFC lightweight champion, the one, the only, the notorious Conor McGregor!
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're going to keep it clean. Touch gloves. Let's do it.
The tension in this building is undescribable. If you're not here, I'd imagine around the world as you're watching, it feels pretty tense wherever you may be. Donald Cowboy Cerrone. It is all in front of him here tonight as he tries to spring the upset against the prohibitive favorite, former 2-division champion, the notorious Conor McGregor. Tonight's fight clock is brought to you by Modelo. Brew for those with a fighting spirit. Cerrone in blue, Conor McGregor with a couple early shoulder strikes is in green.
Conor with a big shot to start this off. Oh, Donald's nose is already bleeding. And it might be from the shoulder. Yes.
Get out of here with that.
Early head kick from McGregor. Cerrone covering up. That's a big shot.
Cerrone trying to survive, 30 seconds in.
Donald's covering up.
Oh, this is going to be it.
Team's going to stop it. That's it.
Too easy.
Wow.
Less than a minute in, Conor McGregor announces his return with about as many style points as you could produce.
He broke his nose with his shoulder, and he pointed to his shoulder to show him that he did that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
That's crazy.
The shoulder strike.
Look at his nose. I mean, that is insane. His nose started bleeding immediately from that shoulder strike. Just explosive movements in the clinch, slammed his shoulder over and over in the Cowboy's nose, and that started the beginning of the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 40 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, the notorious Conor McGregor!
Congratulations. I'm here with the winner, Conor McGregor. Conor, that was about as clean and decisive a first round as you could ever get. You hurt him in the clinch with your shoulder. Is this something that you've worked on?
Yeah, I changed levels with it and come up into it, so it's a good shot. Ireland, baby!
How good does it feel to be back?
Very
good, Joe. You know, I made history here tonight. I set another record. I'm the first fighter in UFC history to secure knockout victories at featherweight, at lightweight, and now at welterweight, across 3 weight divisions. So I'm very, very proud of that. Donald holds the record for most head kick knockouts of the amount of records that man has, but one of the records he holds, most head kick knockouts. I'm so happy to be able to get him down with a head kick myself. So I'm very, very happy, very proud tonight. My team has been phenomenal, the work has been phenomenal, the people have been phenomenal. Thank you all for the support. I appreciate it greatly.
Conor, take a look at the big screen and enjoy your handiwork. This beautiful head kick that you set up, just absolutely perfect, right on the jaw here. This is the beginning. This is the beginning for the very first part of the fight where you show the shoulder hits.
Boom. I knew he wasn't expecting that little level change, little level bang walking into it. It's a nice shot. He wasn't expecting that, and when we separated, I saw the blood in his eye. And there's the head clattered into the cheek. Beautiful. I'm so happy. So, like I said, who's going up and down divisions and stopping people like that with knockout victories? You know what I mean? I'll give it a technical knockout, all right. But, you know what I mean? I'm very proud of that accomplishment. The UFC, they can strip fighters and give to other fighters make-believe belts in order to replicate my champ status. But they can't give knockout victories across multiple weight divisions. So there you go again. Etch my name in history one more time. For the Irish people, for me man back home, I look at the big smile coming on with a win. Thank you. Thank you, Donald. I appreciate you. You're a legend in this game, mate.
Now, Conor, the big question now is...
Rapid 12 Irish whiskey. That's the big question now. We just released a 1.75 litre. So we've got the 375, we've got the 750, we've got the 1 litre, and then we've got the big boss, the 175. I'm going to get a 175 to celebrate with my fans tonight at my after party. So that's the big news.
What is next? Are you going to stay at welterweight, and who would you like to fight next?
You know, I like this weight division. I feel really good. It's good going up and down. God willing, I came out of here unscathed. I'm in shape. I don't believe I'm there yet, though. You know, I just still got work to do to get back to where I was. So I'm going to party tonight, celebrate, spend time with my family, and then get back in the gym and train. And any one of these little mouthy fools can get it. Even that little fool at the desk, all of them, every single one of them get it, Joe. It does not matter. I'm back and I'm ready. Look at that fool in his bleeding house coat, that stupid tick.
Congratulations, sir, on a spectacular return. It was an honor to call your fight. Conor McGregor!
And what an embrace there with D. Devlin.
Khabib Nurmagomedov is 32. Justin Gaethje, 31 years of age.
Position. Oh, he's going triangle here. Segment triangle into the armbar. Oh, trying to choke by Nurmagomedov. Oh, as Gaethje goes back shot. Oh, he's tapping.
It looks like he tapped. Khabib Nurmagomedov. The eagle rises again. He chokes Justin Gaethje to sleep.
You never know what he's going to pull out next.
Undefeated and the UFC undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Khabib!
Oh, thank you. Today, I want to say it was my last fight. And no way I'm going to come here without my father.
Did you have any indication going into that fight that that was going to be his last fight?
No, nobody knew. Not even his coach. Nobody knew.
Wow. So, like, how do you just process that?
I was, I wasn't. I was sitting there going, "Oh my God, you got to be kidding me!" But I'll tell you this, and I haven't told anybody this yet. Khabib and I have been talking, and he was completely emotional that night. When he got through that fight, I have a feeling that he might go for 30-0.
So you think he's going to be coming back, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I do. I think that he's not going to retire. I think his dad wanted him to get to 30-0, and I think he wants to honor his dad's wish.
Well, now let me follow up on that. Going into the fight, there was this talk of you having something special planned for him. What is that something special now, since we thought those plans were going to happen, and now maybe they weren't going to happen, and now it looks like they're going to happen again potentially, Dana, from what you're saying?
Yeah, I haven't even told him that because, he was going to retire, so I haven't even said it to him. So I'm not going to say anything publicly.
Well, do you want me to relay the message to him? I'm sure I can get in contact with him.
Oh, you're the best. You're the best. Always looking out for me.
This is not over, so there's dispute. There's got to be a rematch.
I think we're left with the question, will the rematch happen? If you ask me, I'm thinking it's destiny.
This game will do to you, getting this shit since 92. Look at all the bullshit I've been through. So, but you know who